Good afternoon. This is Brad Weber with Local Umbrella Media. Welcome to Local Umbrella Live. We're here at the beautiful IQ Podcast Studios in Coronado, and I have an extremely special guest today, Miss Melinda Forstey. She's the CEO of Serving Seniors. Serving Seniors is an organization that Melinda will tell you more about, but I've known about for quite some time, and I'm a huge fan. We've done some articles about them in the past, and we love to support Serving Seniors. They're doing some amazing things for our senior population. And Melinda, thanks very much for being here today. Uh, so glad you can make it.
Great. Well,
Yeah,
thanks, Brad. Thanks for having me. Really excited to be here today and to share more about the work that Serving Seniors is doing, and also to provide an update about an upcoming event we're having, which is called
absolutely.
the Sunshine Gala.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But tell me a little bit about Serving Seniors in general for people that aren't as familiar as I am. What you do, who you serve, how it started, maybe a little bit more about it.
Absolutely. So, Serving Seniors is a nonprofit that provides meals, housing, and supportive services to low income seniors throughout all of San Diego County.
Mhm.
So, we're actually celebrating our 51st year
Right.
this year. And we really started off just providing meals to seniors downtown. And then from there, the organization has grown exponentially. So, right now, we're serving seniors as far north as Oceanside, as far south as San Ysidro, and as far east as Ramona.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And you, your facilities, your main facilities downtown, I've toured. It's still there, right? It's been quite a while ago, but it's quite an operation you have down there, is feeding the seniors and giving them activities and things like that. So it's an amazing opportunity. I don't know if you let visitors come see it or not, but it's, if you ever have a chance, it's worth seeing. The senior population's growing every year. You know, none of us are getting any younger. People are living longer, and it's a good thing, but it also creates some issues that organizations like you are become more necessary and we're just more valuable.
Absolutely. So, what a lot of people don't know is that the older adult population is the fastest growing demographic. Every single day, 10,000 Americans turn 65. And really, the state of our older adult population is really changing as well. So, more and more folks are living longer, which is great. But so many of our seniors don't have the familial support that previous generations did. In addition to that, many folks don't have a retirement, or many people also lost their home in the financial crisis of 2008.
Mm.
One fact that I think is really important to highlight is that 2 out of 5 seniors in San Diego are struggling to meet their basic needs. So they have to choose between rent or housing, food, transportation, medical expenses, and other basic needs. So that's why it's so critical that Serving Seniors and other organizations are there to step in.
Wow, it's amazing. And how many seniors do you serve? I mean, is there a number that we can get an idea of how big this
Yeah,
job is?
yeah, we serve 6,500 seniors
Wow.
right now. And in addition to the meals that we highlighted, the number one issue that our seniors are facing is housing.
Mm.
So to break it down a little bit, so for our typical senior, their monthly income is just under $1,100.
Mm.
And if you look at the average price of a studio apartment, that's around $1,300 or $1,500. So many folks can't even meet their basic rent. And in addition to that, for programs like the Section 8 housing vouchers, the average wait time is between 9 to 11 years.
Wow.
So there really is a housing crisis for our older adults.
Yeah. So how do seniors find out about you? Do you find them? Do they find out about you? Or how do you discover people in need?
Yeah, sure. So you had mentioned one of our flagship locations. So that is the Gary and Mary West Senior Wellness Center, located downtown on 4th and Beach. And a lot of our seniors find out about our services through word of mouth, or they may be referred by another organization.
Mm.
We also conduct outreach as well.
Okay.
So we have teams that are out there working the streets, doing outreach, doing presentations as well. And then, of course, in light of the pandemic, our phone was just ringing off the hook with so many calls for seniors in need.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a challenge, like everyone had a challenge, but I can't imagine the last year and a half what you've been through. So I don't know if you want to elaborate on how you got through it or what's happened since, and update us all on the current status.
Yeah, sure. So I'm sure that everyone remembers, but March 12th of last year, we were notified by the county that we had to close all of our congregate dining sites throughout the county. And so these were places where people could come in, have a meal, socialize with their friends. So overnight, we had to convert about 2,000 seniors to home delivered meals. So before the pandemic, we were serving about 800 seniors on home delivered meals. And in about 2 weeks, we converted over 2,000 seniors to
Wow.
home delivered meals. Just to give you a little perspective about the number of meals, we were doing about 13,000 a week before the pandemic, and we did over 33,000 a week.
Wow.
And the need just continued to grow.
So how did you expand? If there's an answer to that, how did you find all these people to deliver the meals?
Yeah.
Volunteers?
So we actually, we're a little bit different than other programs where we think it's really important to have our staff, to have employees deliver these meals, because we really want the same set of eyes looking at these seniors
Right.
each day, because often they're the only ones who may interact with our seniors. So our team is amazing. It was all hands on deck.
Wow.
We added, we went from 16 delivery routes all the way up to 26 delivery routes. Wow. And it was really just working around the clock. In addition to our home delivered meals, which are hot, nutritious meals prepared out of our main production kitchen, we also launched what's called the Shelf Stable Meals program. And we were able to provide that through funding through the Families First and CARES Act. And through that program, we were able to serve an additional 2,000 seniors.
Oh, great.
So, again, looking at the number of meals, we were doing about 650,000 a year before the pandemic. And then this year, we served over 1.7 million. So we almost tripled.
It's amazing. So are you back serving in-person meals now, or what's the status? So you're back
We are.
to where you were.
We are. So we've been reopening our sites in a phased approach. So we've reopened about half of our sites so far. We are thrilled that we were able to reopen the Wellness Center downtown. As I mentioned, that's our flagship location. But we also know that the news continues to change. So we're still doing mostly home delivered meals. And then we also offer to-go meals, because we do know that some seniors may not be fully comfortable coming back in for indoor dining.
Yeah, that's good. So you're flexible enough to serve whatever people are comfortable enough with. Great. So you mentioned getting some funding from the CARES Act. Is that correct? And tell us about how the rest of the funding comes, because I know that's a big operation. It does take money.
Absolutely. Yeah. So in addition to our government funding, we really do rely on the support of our donors and volunteers. So the community really came together when the pandemic first happened and stepped up, and we were able to increase our fundraising quite a bit. And we've had some longtime donors, but we've had a lot of new donors join us over the last year, as well as volunteers.
Great. Well, that's good to know. One of the things I know you mentioned before, we have a big event coming up on October 2nd. Wow, yes. I'm glad I guessed that right. And it's called the Sunshine Gala. And you have a very special guest coming down, right? Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, thank you. So this is our annual event. It's going to be celebrating our 50 plus 1 years that we've been around as an organization. And it also is celebrating our CEO's 25 plus 1 years with his tenure with us. So we are super excited that we're going to be having rock and roll guitarist Don Felder join us. And he was formerly with the Eagles. So it's going to be an amazing event. We're obviously going to have fantastic music, a great live auction, and just really, really fun.
So folks can buy tickets to this and go, the general public can go?
Absolutely.
So, okay, how do they find out about tickets?
Yeah, so they can go on our website at servingseniors.org, and all the event information is on the website.
Great. I've been to that event in the past, and not only is it the food's amazing, it's an amazing, well orchestrated event. It's also very touching. You have some of the people, at least the ones I've been to, you have some of the folks you've served get up and talk about how their lives have been changed and how much good you've done for them. And it's I'm getting emotional remembering it because it's very, very touching. And you're really changing lives. You're saving people, and you're transforming lives, and you're making people feel not only healthier, they're surviving, but you're making them feel better about you're changing personalities, changing complete lives, not just substance.
Well, thank you for
That's great.
that.
Yeah.
And this is really an opportunity for our seniors to share their voices as well. So that's why we think it's so important that we're able to have, one or more of our seniors speak during this event, and really just to raise awareness of the state of older adults in our community as well.
Yeah. Well, it's a great organization. I'm a big fan. Is there any other examples of folks you've helped, or anything else you want to share that might be out of the box?
Yeah. So, I mentioned that there is a housing crisis right now. So, one of the initiatives that Serving Seniors has been focused on is to conduct a needs assessment. So, we've been working with a local evaluation firm, Harder and Company, and we were able to engage seniors who are currently homeless and learn more about their experiences through both interviews and surveys. We've also engaged seniors who are housing insecure. And then we've also engaged service providers in the housing and homeless industry. So we're really excited. We have now concluded the needs assessment, and we will be coming out with our report, which really just provides a context of what's going on in the landscape, but then really looking at solutions for what we can do to address all of these problems and issues. So we will be releasing that after Labor Day. So stay tuned. We really want to get the word out there, not just with our local elected officials, but really to raise awareness within the community as a whole.
Of how people qualify and how you're actually helping people and choosing the people to help and figuring out that whole process. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Really just, what are the needs of the seniors? What's the state of housing? But what are real, tangible, effective solutions? Some of them are really simple that we can put into place immediately.
Great. Sounds good. So what's the future hold? I mean, you've kind of answered that maybe, but what's the next year or two hold for big plans in the future? Just serving more people, or tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hope to reopen all of our dining sites this year, but we also have some housing projects in the works as well. So we're currently working on 117 unit housing in City Heights. It's on the corner of Fairmount and El Cajon. And we will be breaking ground this summer and starting to lease up. So that's also in partnership with Chelsea, which is our development partner, and Price Philanthropies is also a partner on the project, and there'll be also a family unit as well.
And when are they supposed to be completed?
So construction should be completed in about between June to July of 2022.
Wow.
And then we'll start leasing up after that. So we're so excited to be able to provide another 117 homes for seniors and then 78 homes for families.
Great. That's amazing. Well, let's make sure we tell people how they can get tickets to this event, October 2nd. Come see.
Sure. Yeah. So the Sunshine Gala. So with special guest Don Felder. It's at 5 p.m. at the Marriott Marquis in the San Diego Marina. And you can find all the information on our website at servingseniors.org. We also have other ways you can get involved if you did want to make a donation or if you wanted to learn more about volunteer opportunities.
Great. So go to Serving Seniors. If you have a chance to go to this event, I know there's a lot of events out there, but this. I go to a lot of these too, and I've been to a lot of them, and there's a lot of really good organizations, but this is a really special one, and you'll come away with some memories of people that have just had their lives changed. I don't know how else to say it. It's just so well worth it. And thank you so much for what you guys do. It's just incredible. You want anything else to add?
I think that covers it.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, please, we're always looking for volunteers. So yeah, and just encourage you to check out our website, follow us on social media, and just thank you and your team so much for having me come down today.
Anything we can do to promote Serving Seniors, I'm just a big fan. If I didn't tell you that 10 times already, it's just, I can't tell you how amazed I am at what you guys do. So that's our show. Thank you, Melinda, for being here. Go to the event, look at servingseniors.org.
Yes.
And find out more about not only what they do, how you can help, tickets to the event, you and your friends get together, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you there.
Great. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
So that's our show. I want to thank our sponsors, Attorney King, of course, Saquon Casino, Nikki Rotten's downstairs. Who else did I forget, Sarah? IB Indian Motorcycles, IB Fitness, and that is our show. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
See you next time.